What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Mystic B, and I am back with another Sims video. We are on part 2 of the Island Sims series, the Honeymooners Challenge. And we are completing the Honeymooners Challenge with Ramon and Rhonda Rose, who are newly married, as we can see with the ring modulate down at the bottom of the screen. I will link the first part of the video down in the description below, where we go through create a sim or cast and pick out Rhonda's outfits and go through all of her outfits that I came up for her with her. I wanted to make sure that they stuck with the island theme, since they are in the island of Sulani, and they have a little red and orange theme. I do apologize that my game is starting out a little glitchy, but it does get back on track. Now, as we getting into the game, I had to see what was going on. I was like, who are these people in my house? Okay, I have these unwanted guests roaming around in my house. This man with a dress sitting down at my table. What's really going on? Now, Rhonda, I'm trying to make her a socialite, trying to make her, friendly with her career. It will help her. So she's trying to get to know these guys, talk to them a little bit. But Ramon ain't having it. He went and laid down. He was like, I am not feeling these people in my house. So, let's get them out of here. Let's get them out of here. So one thing about The Sims 4 that I like is that you can lock the doors, and that's key to playing this game. Is, for me at least, you got to keep these doors locked. Everybody and anybody just want to come on in your house that you pay the bills for, and we ain't having it. I would have mistook them for the Welcome Wagon, honey. I thought they was here with Welcome Wagon. I was like, where y'all fruitcake? Where the stuff? We ain't having it. So let's make sure that the doors stay locked for unwanted guests. I got these two sleeping it off right now. And we can just enjoy the beautiful home and the beautiful island of Sulani. And then here's the real Welcome Wagon. As we can see, it's indicated by the party symbol at the top left. It does say Welcome Wagon. There's a time limit for it. So these are the Welcome Wagon. And I'm so excited that it is my island legacy sims that I built. I built these sims. I made them myself, and I played them for a couple of generations. The one in the blue, that's Naomi. She's the elder of the island, the matron of the island, if you will. And these are her two children, Nelson and Nancy. Nelson, he's Naomi's only son, and he's a doctor. And Nancy, she is my island Barbie. She's in the villain career, honestly, but she's my island Barbie. I love that they get to know Rhonda and Ramon. They live on the island. I believe they're neighbors. So it's really good for them to have the connection and get to know these guys, because I definitely built them for this reason, so they could get to know the Sims as I play them. Naomi is the matron of the island. Unfortunately, her husband has passed away. She also had another daughter that passed away. She birthed 6 children, but she has 5 living children. She does have 2 twin daughters who we will revisit in a later series when we build a restaurant with them on the island. But again, I really am so glad that Rhonda gets to, meet these guys. And these are her friends. These are her go-tos. These are her contacts whenever she's out and about. At least she'll know these guys. I would have really enjoyed for Ramon to have at least getting to know Nelson. I figured he could have another island guy friend. But Ramon he wasn't feeling it. He wanted to go out and swim, and he's just not as social as Rhonda. Typical, right? Most men aren't as social as the women. So bonnet and all, pajamas and all, she sat there and got to know everybody. But now that the Welcome Wagon is done, let's again lock the doors back, make sure we don't have no more unwanted guests, because we ain't having that. It's good getting to know them, but let's tighten up. Now, I want to get into their career. I do have her ultimate aspiration as bartender, but part of the Honeymooners Challenge is that both of the participants have freelance careers. So with Rhonda, I'm going to be exploring the photography career. I've never completed anything with the photography freelance career. So I'm pretty excited to see how it works, to see, how much money she can make. And then again, the reason why I wanted her to be social is so that as I have other Sims that may want to do some modeling, they will have someone to call Rhonda, to come do their photos for them. Rhonda will be equipped, she'll have the skill, and she'll be friendly and, familiar with a lot of people. So it'll be kind of, easy for her to get her career in. With that being said, I do need some household items for her to be able to do the photography career. And plus, I just need to kind of make sure their home fits them. I just literally moved them into this home. So I want to make sure they have all of the essential items that they need so that they're, going to be comfortable and successful in their home. Um, with all of my island Sims, I would really prefer if they didn't have a television. I just feel like the island, the water, the sand, it's meant for you to enjoy the environment and not be bogged down with all the electricity and television. So I did want to get them a radio so that they can dance, but I don't have any TVs in my island homes. I'm also getting her a fire alarm since she has a fear of fire. It's not going to work for us, baby girl, Rhonda. You need to be able to cook, so we need to work on getting you over this fear of fire. I'm hoping that getting the fire alarm system will help, the firefighters come help her if she does burn something up. I'm also getting her a tripod using the Machino game pack. It is a purchasable pack with the Sims 4. I purchased the Machino pack a while ago, but I've never really used any of the items because I couldn't figure out the modeling career. So we're going to figure it out today. And I believe that the tripod is going to help, with her photography career. So we're going to get that, purchase that. I want to make sure that they have things to do, that they're comfortable, and again, completing their own little side quest aspirations. So with her, she does want to be a mixologist, bartender. So I got to get her a bar. I got to make sure, she's hooked up with a home bar. I mean, I feel like if I lived on an island, I would want my home bar as well. You feel me? I feel like it's gonna go with the vibes. And there was a bar that came with the island pack, so I want to decorate their home with a specific bar that came with the pack. So I'm gonna find that for them. I'm also looking up other activities and things, items that came with the island pack, like household items that, you can't really purchase without the island pack. So I did find the beach towels were something that was added. And, I figured I'd add the beach towels to, their home so that they can sunbathe and moonbathe and have them a little good time tanning. I also got the fishing basket. That's Ramon's ultimate aspiration, is to become a fisher. And I figured the fishing basket would help him increase his fishing skill. He doesn't just have to fish. He can also, go fetch the fish from the basket. I'm hoping, I'm not sure. Another item that came with the island pack was the kava bowl. Um, with the Welcome Wagon, instead of bringing a fruit cake, they bought a kava bowl with kava juice, kava drinks. So I decided that Rhonda and Ramon will have a kava bowl. It gives you the confident modulate, and so why not? It's a positive thing. It's something that comes with the island. It's something that seems to be a tradition for them. So I'm going to make sure that that's added to their home. I purchased the laundry stuff pack, which is also another purchasable pack with The Sims 4. I just feel like it brings some realism to The Sims 4. Like, I love that, they're responsible for making sure that their clothes are clean. I love the little modulates that come when you do have fresh, clean clothes. Like, they feel confident, they feel playful, they feel good. I also love the modulates that come when you have dirty clothes and reminders that, hey, you stink, go clean your clothes, bro. Make sure that your clothes, you don't just throw your clothes in a pile on the floor and keep it moving. Nah, you got to make sure them clothes is clean regularly. Even though the laundry stuff pack has been glitchy since I purchased it, I just make sure that all of my Sims and their homes have both a washer or dryer, as well as a laundry basket. I just love adding that task, to their daily lives. I feel like I want both of them to have some journals. It may be something that they like to do. They may, want to increase their writing skill. So I purchased the red one for Rhonda and the black one for Ramon, just in case. You never know. And then I also purchased a meditation stool. I feel like the island vibes is just giving Calgon, take me away, relaxation vibes. So in case they need to tap into that, I have them a little meditation stool so that they can, come look at the ocean and get a chance to relax. Before we leave, I have to make sure I find bar stools for the bar that I put in the corner. And there are some bar stools that come with the island pack. Unfortunately, I could not find any orange or red bar stools, but I did find some with a little hint of yellow and brown that kind of match the vibes of the home. So we're just going to place those down and have even more island decor in the home so that they can enjoy it. I mean, the home is already beautiful. I love the open concept. I love the decorations. I love how it was built. I feel like I could never come up with a build like this. So it's already beautiful. I'm just adding some things to help them enjoy their time in the home. So I'm glad that we were able to go through, the create and build portion. I got my camera. We're putting that on top of the tripod. And let's test it out. Let's see, if it works. Let's see if there's any difference with using the tripod. We have a willing participant, my man's Ramon. Look at him. He's so cute and willing to model. Most people are. Most people are so willing to model when you ask them. Look at him posing. And what I also love is the background. Now, apparently, with her task, her freelance task, she does have to ask whichever sim she's shooting to put on their everyday wear in order for it to count. She needs 5 photos of a person in their everyday wear. So we're gonna have Ramon change because he was in his swimwear and have him come back and take some more photos. But again, look at that background. Like that's you can't get that background artificially. Like that purple orange sky set with the palm trees and the water in the back. It's just gorgeous. And again, he is such a willing participant to model for us. Look at him, just excited to pose. He's so cute to me. Oh, Ramon, that's so cute of you wanting to help your little wifey out. I think it's cute. Them as a couple doing their little freelance careers. With Ramon, he is a digital artist with his freelance career, and I've done the digital artistry career plenty of times, so I'm very familiar with drawing the pictures, calling the client, getting it approved. So he's straight on, his career, his freelance. But we really gonna explore and figure out Rhonda's photography career. So we're just gonna get him a gig after he wakes up. Right now he's tired, he's going to bed, but we're gonna just sign him up for a gig and get him started with his digital artist career. I believe he already has the little pad to draw everything on, so he's good, he's set. Just needs some rest. We're gonna get his needs up real quick and have him set for his career. In the meantime, in between time with Rhonda, I'm always trying to figure out this photography career. Again, I'm not familiar with it. So while, she's chilling, I'm going to have her put that in her inventory in case she goes somewhere to take some photos elsewhere. And I'm going to have her cook something. Her hunger is going down a little bit. I know she's scared of the fire, but girl, we got to get over this fear. You're going to be the chef of the house. Okay, I need you to do all the cooking. And here she goes with these scared modulates, fear of fire. We can't have this. I don't know, girl. I don't know how we going to fix this. First of all, we're going to get your cooking skill level up so there's less fires, right? We already got up to level 1 cooking skill. But let me just make sure that she got a little something in her stomach before she come and lay down as well. Come and get some rest. That's one thing I have learned with playing The Sims. They will not die of exhaustion or any of the other needs failing, but if you don't feed them, they will wake up out of their sleep to die from starvation. It's crazy. So I try my best to make sure that my Sims don't go to bed without eating because I want them to wake up the next day. And I'm wondering why it ain't fast forward. It's because we have global superstar Angela Bassett visiting us. Now, yeah, I made her a global superstar. She's an actress, top of the acting career, but she's also a vampire because Angela Bassett never ages. She looks the same as she did 10 years ago, 20 years ago, and 30 years ago. Okay, Angela Bassett is a young thing. She will never age. And I done figured it out, girl. You are a vampire. You definitely a vampire in my game. And I'm so glad we had them doors locked because she was trying to get up in there while we was asleep. Wasn't having it. Mm-mm. But now that Ramon is up, let's go ahead and pick a career for him. Let's go ahead. I did say we were going to do the digital artistry career. I was trying to make sure there wasn't nothing that was related to fishing that could kind of help him out. But we're just going to go with a digital artistry career. I like that one as far as freelancing since they both need a freelance career. You know, we're just going to stick with that simplicity with him because this photography career is a doozy, y'all. I just could not figure it out for the life of me. It took me a minute, okay? But we're going to figure it out together. I will say that part of figuring it out that I had to realize is reading is essential. Even when you're playing video games, you got to read. You got to read, okay? So, again, we're going to figure it out as we get there, as we go along. But in the meantime, in between time, you know, like I said, Ramon, he's going to work on, you know, his digital artistry, but he does have an aspiration to be a fisher. So let's set up the trap, check the traps that he has that I bought for him. Once he does finish one of his assignments, I feel like with them being on the island, especially where their house is, like it's good for them to always want to be in the water. And he has a reason to with his fishing. So that's like his home fishing method. And you know, he gotta get it in. We gotta make sure that he hits those aspirations. Um, he's pretty quick with drawing on the digital artistry pad. He's not too slow with it. He's pretty quick with getting those assignments done. So he's gonna get this one done. I think that's the last step or something like I think he has to get it approved because he's already talked to the client about it. So he just kind of knocks these out back to back. But Rhonda, the struggle. The struggle with Rhonda is kind of real with that photography. So now he's going to go out and check on the traps. If you can see him kind of in the back, he swam around to go check the traps, and he's going to swim back around instead of coming around the easy way. I don't know why they don't go that way. I'm not sure what's up with that. But I'm going to leave they're both out there in the water having a good time. He then came back inside to submit and get that painting approved on his digital artistry. And I believe I'm going to make him eat some food before he goes back out. And while they're chilling, I'm going to have them, you know, chill together. Get to know each other a little bit. You feel me? Let me come back in. Like, you know, she out there swimming. So let me get her to come in and spend some time with her man. You know, chat it up, flirt it up with her man, her new man. Since they all recently married and stuff. I'm also going to have her practice making some drinks so she can add to her aspiration of being a mixologist. And I am glad that I purchased the radio for them because they love to turn that radio on and get to dancing out of nowhere, just random dancing. So I'm happy for them. I mean, that shows that they're at peace, that they're full of joy. I'm glad that they feel confident in each other, confident in themselves, and just relax. That, the only thing they need to worry about is what their favorite radio station is and get their little groove on. Okay. I love that for their first couple of nights as a couple, living their little island life. And it started raining and pouring and storming on them. That's no bueno. And then they scared of the rain. See, the open concept of the house is all fun and games until the rain starts. But that's a wrap on today's journey, my shining stars. Remember, just like the moon, your light never fades. It just moves through phases. Keep growing, keep glowing, and never dim your shine for anyone. If you enjoyed this cosmic ride, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment so we can keep soaring together.